Hey, hey, hey. So, one moment, guys. Let me make sure that I am live. And in the meantime, let me start with my intro. Okay, guys, so it is like time. It's that time of the day. Y'all know it is behind the highlight reels Friday. Okay, so in the meantime, while I'm waiting on you guys to hop online, I just want to take a moment to go and share. So if you see me, drop me a little comment or some hearts or something. Let me know that you are in the building and that I am live. And in the meantime, I'm about to go on my page because y'all know how technology does. Technology likes to do its own thing every time. Okay, so I am on it. So let me share. And as you guys are coming in, make sure that you are sharing. So join me live. So today I'm pretty excited. I do not have a guest. Y'all know we ain't gonna have no guest every single time. But this Friday we are talking about something that is very near and dear to my heart. So give me one moment. Let me share. Okay. So I see I'm live and I think that I'm working. I feel like y'all can hear me. I see that y'all can hear me. Okay, so today is going to be like an amazing day. Y'all, today we are talking about fear and how fear is blocking your let me turn my phone off. Okay. How fear is blocking your business success. And you guys that know me, y'all know, okay, for the ones that don't know me, hey y'all. Okay, so I am Theresa. I am a business advisor, mindset management coach, and a speaker, motivational storyteller and speaker. And what I do is I help people to overcome their fear, to balance their everyday lives with their business, and how to transition from being a specific employee mindset to being an entrepreneur full time. So I help you transition from employee to entrepreneur. And I even help people who want to just go bigger in their employee life, right? So that's what I do. And that's what I specialize in. And today I wanted to talk to you guys about fear. All right. So for y'all know I have a fire fear course coming up. And I created the course because I thought that it was important for us to fire fear. Too many times when I work with business clients, I see in entrepreneurs, small business owners, I see that there is an issue when it comes to fear. A lot of times people do not realize that fear has been blocking their success. They have been living their life or even operating their business in fear without even realizing it, right? So I wanted to handle it because literally every single time that I do somebody's consultation, I am walking them through firing fear. I am literally walking them through the mindset shift that it takes to be an entrepreneur. And I was like, I've seen this issue too many times. It's time to go ahead and create a course for this. And people have been asking, oh, you should teach a class. You should teach a class. Well, guess what? I did teach a class. And this time I am offering it. I offered it in May and I'm offering it again in September. So this is my September 1 course. But I wanted to talk to you guys today about how fear is blocking your business success, because some of you guys may not even have realized that fear is blocking it, right? So let me tell you why you are probably here. And I think I have to look on my phone. So if you see me looking down, I am looking at my phone to make sure that one, I can see the comments, but two, that you guys can see me and I am answering whatever questions you guys have for me. All right. So let me make sure that you are seeing. For some reason, I cannot find my video that I shared. So let me go in, y'all. This is what I talk about. Facebook trying to play with my emotions when I'm trying to share my video. They don't want me to be great. And usually this happens when I try to talk about fear. I promise y'all, every single time I talk about fear, something happens. Okay. So let me share. Let me see if it's sharing. And in the meantime, y'all share, share, share. Okay, now I'm finally shared. Y'all, I shared earlier, and I was wondering why I wasn't seeing no comments. I shared earlier, Facebook didn't even want to let my share go. But anyways, as I was saying, let me click on the video so I can see your comments when you comment, okay? So as I was saying, when we look at why you're here, most of the time people are in this type of training because, and y'all see I got my notes, I want to make sure I give y'all all the good stuff. You're in this type of training because you know that you have been behind when it comes to business, when it comes to life, when it comes to your success. You know that you have been struggling. You know that you have been allowing something to stop you from moving within your full potential. And you know, most of the times people know that there may be a small fear, but a lot of times people don't realize the bigger fear that is there, right? A lot of times you don't even see that there is such a fear of not just failure, but success. So you're probably here because you know, either one, you need a better position in your life, but you're struggling to get to that place. Two, you have a strong determination, but your motivation and your discipline is seriously lacking. And that thing about discipline is real, y'all. Three, you want to be more successful in business, but you can't figure out what's holding you back. Or four, you're just ready to take action right now and finally figure out how fear is holding you back and what to do about it. So today, that's why I am here. All right. So if any of you know, business is one of the things that actually runs through my veins. I love helping people with business. I love helping people with their mindset shifts. I just love to see people transition and transform into this phenomenal creature that God created them to be. But it's not so easily attained. I used to be able to start any type of business. Like the Lord has blessed me with so many talents that just come naturally. I am a creative. I can sew, I can do hair, I can, well, I can't sing, y'all. I wish I could sing, but I can do so many things. I can write, I can draw, I can paint, I can do pretty much anything, DIY, anything that's artsy, I can do. I used to be able to dance, y'all. You know, the way this weight picked up, you know, I don't know how much dancing I'll be doing. But anyways, so I used to take anything that I can do and make a business from it. And so I would always be a little bit successful. I would always be like, I got a few customers, but I'm not as successful as I want to be, right? I would always know that if I pushed it, I could really make some money, but I wasn't pushing it. And for some reason, stuff kept happening to me where things would just always get in my way, right? And I was wondering, like, what is going on? Later on in life, I realized what it was, and it was literally fear taking over my life. It wasn't more so that I was fearful that I would fail, but I was fearful that I would succeed. What does that look like? What does success look like? I had been so used to failing that just thinking about succeeding and getting to a new place was scary for me, right? So what I did was I sat down, I analyzed, I talked to Jesus because, you know, the Lord is my best friend. And he was like, yo, there's so much that I want for you, daughter, but you're not out here acting right. I'm telling you to do one thing. You allowing your thoughts to hold you back. You're allowing this thing that I did not create for you to have victory over you, to hold you back. I need you to move. I need you to figure this thing out and get beyond it. Y'all, I literally made a decision and I was like, I'm not going to hold back. I am going to do what thus say the Lord. I'm going to follow you And if y'all know me, y'all know every decision is not a one-time thing. When it comes to actually being delivered from something, it's an everyday, and I say this all the time, it is an everyday, every hour, every minute decision. So I was like, okay, God, I'm gonna try to follow you as much as I can. All right, so I made a decision, and since I fired my fear, I was literally able to work with about 50 small business owners to elevate their businesses, reach their goals, balance their lives, obtain multiple contracts and partnerships over $75 million and counting. So I'm pretty excited about sharing some of the things that I do with you guys about fear, and helping you guys. Like, I'm trying to make that number that's 50, I'm trying to bring that all the way up to thousands and thousands and thousands. Okay. So one decision that I made is, after analyzing, talking to God, I realized that fear was blocking my success big time. Like, I can almost guarantee you that fear is using the same big, let me think, activities or big methods to block your business success too. So today I wanted to make sure that I talk about that in this special episode, because as I'm scrolling down my timeline, I'm seeing so much, but I also have a lot of people as clients and friends, and I hear so many things in the background. So I decided, hey, let me help y'all all. Okay. So let me pull my notes out. Okay. All right. So number one, the first way that fear, oh, sorry, wrong note. Fear is blocking your success. Wait a minute. Where's my notes? Okay. I'm just going to go off memory. Well, off my slide memory. All right. So the first thing, fear blocks with procrastination and self-sabotage. Procrastination and self-sabotage. Now, what I mean by that is, y'all know what procrastination look like, right? So a lot of times we sit here and we procrastinate on things. Sometimes we realize that we're procrastinating on stuff, and sometimes we don't. Sometimes we are procrastinating, and what it really is oh, hold on, let me see. Somebody said they can't hear me. Well, I don't know. I can hear myself. So sometimes we procrastinate on things, and we call it busyness. I have so much to do. Someone called me and asked me to do this. Someone called me and asked me if I could go here. And all in all, that's still procrastination. Anytime you are allowing something to come in and distract you from something that you set off to do, and you are knowingly and willingly leading and walking into that distraction, you are procrastinating, knowing that you got something else to do. For example, I used to say when I was going through class that my biggest thing, and that I work well with, is deadlines. Like, I work so good when it comes to that hour before my assignment was due. Y'all remember in college, y'all know what that was like, where we go out and party Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I got an assignment due on Friday. And then Thursday night, I come from the club and I'm up at 1 trying to finish this paper that I didn't even start on. And then I finish it, and glory to God that the paper be banging, and I aced that junk. And I was like, you know what? I've done this so many times. This must be my superpower, procrastinating. I am doing well when I procrastinate. That's not true. That's not true. Just because I can work well under pressure does not mean it's good for me to procrastinate every single time. And I'm not giving my best work. If I can give that best work under pressure in a procrastinating sequence, what can I do if I actually take time to fix it, right? Or to do it in a timely manner? So that's fear, because if I'm very honest with myself, a lot of times it came from me not wanting to start on an assignment because, let's say, I didn't feel like looking up or researching, because I was scared that maybe I would not find the answers that I needed and didn't have to be sitting here all day researching something, right? That's fear. Self-sabotage is the same thing. A lot of times we get into these notions where we feel like something is too good to be true, and then we feel like something has to be wrong, something has to go wrong soon. That's self-sabotage, y'all. Self-sabotage is real. A lot of times I did not even know growing up that there was a such thing as self-sabotage. When things happened to me, I was like, stuff was happening to me and it's their fault. But in reality, I was actually calling those things to me without even realizing it. I was bringing certain things on me that I didn't want to happen because I was so focused on the negative parts of what could happen instead of focusing on the beautifulness of what was happening and the blessing that was happening in it. And it caused me to self-sabotage situations, friendships, relationships, grades, projects, even business, literally. I remember, just for example, I remember one time, I had someone who was willing to pay me to create this. I can't tell y'all what it was, but I was to create a document, right? And they were willing to pay me big money, like hundreds. And I was so nervous doing it because I kept saying like, oh my gosh, nobody has ever paid me this much money for what I'm doing. What if I screw it up? They done paid me already so much. What if I mess up? What if I don't reach their expectations? What if I don't give them what they want? What if? I said and sat in what if so much that it got to the point where I literally could not meet their deadline because I was spent so much time procrastinating and then self-sabotaging me myself in that situation. And it got to the point where it was so bad, y'all, that I had to give them their money back. I had to give them their money back, and I had never made that much money. Side note, that's why when you get paid for stuff, especially when it's not finished, y'all better keep that money in your account. Don't go spending before the refund time is went, but that's a whole nother situation. But yeah, I had to give them their money back. And I never told anybody about it because I was so ashamed that I knew I could have done it had I just taken the time to actually focus on what they asked me to do. Like what they asked me to do was nothing more than what I had already been doing on my own on a regular basis. But this time I was getting paid beyond what I had ever been paid for. I was actually getting paid what I was worth because I was already downgrading my services and my value to other people. But this time I was getting paid for it and I was so scared. Don't let that be you. Don't let fear use that to stop you, right? Another way that fear blocks your business success is unnecessary comparisons. Okay, so I know a lot of people be like, I'm not going to look at what my competition doing because I don't need to compare myself and blah, blah, blah. You're right. You don't need to compare yourself to a detrimental place, but you do need to compare yourself for you to be able to gauge where you are in business. A lot of times what people are using to compare their business success to somebody else's business success is the highlight reels. Yo, let me get some lotion real quick because I need to make sure y'all get this. Um, if we're looking at other people's highlight reels, we're seeing the best of what they're showing, right? And that's why, for y'all to know, that's exactly why I have this whole platform behind the highlight reels. It's for us to see beyond what people are showing on the highlight reels and get behind it to the nitty gritty, the part that's really working and happening and stuff, right? So you looking at somebody else's best and comparing yourself to somebody's highlight reel, but you're not really knowing the journey that it took, the struggles that it took, the tears that it took for them to get there. So you compare yourself and you're struggling because you're sitting in your moment like, man, I've been working hard. This person got all these clients and all these success stories, and they look like they just ain't doing nothing. They on vacations and all this stuff. How are they working so less and getting all this money, getting all these clients, getting all this exposure? And I've been working 5 days a week, sometimes on the weekend, and I'm not getting anything. That's because you're comparing yourself to their highlight reels, asking all these why can't I questions. You are literally laser focused on the negative, and you can't do that. There is a purpose to comparison. You compare to gauge where you're at. You compare to see where you may need to increase your value or where you may need to work on, but you do not compare to the point where you're trying to put yourself down so much, right? So I talk about comparison a lot more in depth, but y'all know this is just a lunch and learn type of thing. So I don't try to take a whole bunch of time. I want to hurry up and make sure that I get this information to you. But there is a purpose for comparison, and it's important that you understand. Comparison is not to put you down. Comparison is like criticism, constructive criticism. It's there to help you build yourself and grow as a person and as a business owner, but not there to put you down. And it all starts here. How is your mindset on comparison? How are you really feeling like you are doing things? Get your mind right so that you can compare. If you're not ready, and I'm gonna say it like this because I've been there. If you're not ready to look at somebody else's highlight reels, don't look at them. If you're not even in a safe space mentally to look at someone else's highlight reels and what they're doing in business, do not look at them. Because I remember going through a place where I was so depressed when I first moved, because I'm looking back at family and I'm looking back at friends and how they're having so much fun with everybody else that I left back behind in North Carolina. And I was so depressed because I felt like I was missing out on everything. And nobody was calling me like I felt like they should. I felt like they were supposed to be blowing my phone up. I don't even know why. But nobody was calling me. When I was calling, nobody was available. And I was looking at Facebook and they started posting on Facebook. And I was depressed because I was sitting there comparing. Then I went from that moment to looking at other business owners and what they were doing in their business and how they were having so much fun and so many clients and so many events, and I wasn't doing anything. And that made me worse and worse and worse. And little before I know it, I'm sitting in this dark, depressing moment, all because I wasn't in the right headspace to even look at myself to compare my life to theirs or my business to theirs. Get your mind right before you compare, because there is a purpose to compare, and don't compare the wrong things. Be constructive with it, right? And if you need help with that, I can help y'all. Like, I got a whole session of helping people to understand how to compare and how to use that comparison for constructive criticism, right? But anyways, another way that fear blocks you is overcommitting. So when it comes to being a business owner, a lot of y'all are saying, hey, I can do this, I can do that, I can do this. And you can do so many things. And when people come and they say, hey, can you do this for me? I'll pay you this. Hey, can you do that for me? I'll pay you this. All you saying is yes, 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 yes. And not one no comes out of your mouth. And a lot of times it's because you're desperate for money, or desperate for clients, or desperate for to provide a service, to be a savior, right? That's not good. That's not good at all. It's very important for us to understand how to say no and when to say no. Do not overcommit yourself. For example, when the pandemic hit, there were so many people that were out here creating those the face masks and stuff. And I think this happened with so many business owners that took on the additional face mask thing. Even sometimes face masks wasn't even part of their business and they just doing face masks. And that's a good thing, not knocking them. But what happened was there were so many people that wanted face masks, they weren't able to keep up with the orders and the demands. And so what happened after that was people started getting frustrated because they ain't giving, they're telling clients that, hey, I'll get this to you at this time frame, and then they're not doing what they said they would do. And then I seen so many people get bad ratings or get bad talks, because we talking, like we all out here talking, we word of mouth is strong, and so we out here like, oh girl, don't get it from such and such, don't get that face mask from such and such, don't get that from him because he out here acting a fool. Man, I paid for this, I paid for that. Don't overcommit. If you can't do it, be honest. Y'all have to understand that there are so many people who are willing, as consumers, willing to work with you if you just tell us the truth. Tell the truth. Hey, I ain't gonna be able to do that. If I can do it for you, but it's gonna be like 3 weeks from now. You might want to go somewhere else. What you gotta understand is everybody cannot be your client. Everybody just ain't your client. And that's just what it is. It's trillions of people on this world, like in this earth. I don't know how many, what the number is, but it's trillions. You think all of them better be your client? You don't even have the capacity to take on that many clients. Like, you only got 24 hours in a day. And yes, you could leverage a team, but still, do you have the capacity to take on that many clients? Be honest with yourself. Again, that mindset. What can you really do? Why are you allowing fear to make you think that if you say no to this one client, if you tell this client the truth, that you're going to lose 5,000 other clients? That's fear. Because what happens is, and this is I'm just going to talk about me, my own experience. What happens when I tell someone, hey, this is the reality of what I can do. I can meet with you at this time frame. I can work with you and I can do consultations, but they are going to be this amount of time. You only get this hour here, 2 hours there, and we're working in strategic, and this is what I need you to do for me to do my part to help you. This is what it's going to be. I am setting the expectations, and they can either say yes, no, or let's negotiate. And if they say yes, cool. Now they're working at a pace that I can really adhere to and I can really keep up with. So that's great. And if they say no, cool. They ain't my client then. And if they say let's negotiate, hey, let's talk about it and figure out what works for me and you. Because my first initial proposal of what I can do may not fit your whole thing. It may, you may can work with that, or you may not, but you want to work with me, and so you're willing to see what I can compromise on and create a proposal based on our negotiations. But worst case scenario, they say no. Okay, that just means what they were expecting me to give just wasn't something I was willing to give, and that's outside of my capacity. So I don't have to worry about the headache, and they don't have to worry about losing their money because they wanted something better, or wanted not necessarily better, but more that I wasn't willing to give. That's not a bad thing. Set your standards, set your boundaries, keep your clients together, keep your whole self together. Remember, everybody ain't your client. Don't let fear keep you having you grasping for clients that you just taking anybody. I've had to fire some clients before. Yo, I can't even work with you no more. That's it. Don't be so afraid to say no. Understand when to say no. Don't let fear keep you from that. Doing an overcommitting, and then at the end of the day, now everybody talking like, girl, don't work with her because she can't even keep her life together. She out here telling me that she was going to hand me this on this day, and it's been 3 weeks. I ain't heard nothing from her. That's not the way to go. That's how you lose clients. All right. So quick, what I was about to say, Lord, quick summary. The top 3 things fear is causing you to be unsuccessful and just cock blocking your success in your business because of using procrastination and self-sabotage is one. The second one, unnecessary comparisons. And then the third is overcommitting. Now, those are the top 3 things that fear uses to keep you in place, in a losing place in your business. And not even meaning that your business is failing, but that you know you should be better, right? So you're at this place. And the truth of the matter is, fear has way more ways to block your business success, right? Too many times we allow fear to be the CEO of our company. Like, legit. You supposed to be the one making decisions in your company, but every time something happens, you looking over at fear to figure out what fear gonna say. Nah, bruh. That is not how this works. Fear cannot be CEO. You can't be CEO and fear being CEO. Remember what the Lord said? Light and darkness can't be in the same place. That's pretty much what you're doing, right? So if you've been able to relate to any of this stuff that I said, and if you have more ways that, fear is blocking you, be honest, be transparent. Maybe somebody else doesn't realize that, they can't even see these 3 ways that I said, but there's another way that fear is blocking them. Maybe they've mastered the first way of procrastination, but they don't realize the self-sabotage. That's why I'm very transparent in when I tell my stories, because I had to have literally a hostile takeover. I had to snatch back my company, snatch back my life from fear. I had to literally fire fear. And as I said earlier, that's exactly why I created that course, that fire fear course, literally for you guys, because I did it. I know it works. The steps that I teach, I know it works. The Lord gave me the steps as I went through it in my life, so I know it works. Can't nobody tell me nothing, right? I've had people to go through this course and use the same steps, use the same accountability practices, use the same templates, and it worked for them too. And they are doing beyond amazing. I am so excited at what they are doing. I want this for everybody, but of course, everybody isn't my clients. But if it's you, make sure y'all enroll. Like, for real, the masterclass, for people who don't know, enrollment ends September 1st, because the class starts September 1st. And in the masterclass, for people who don't know, if y'all have not been paying to my page, I don't know what to tell y'all. Y'all better be paying attention to the pages. But the masterclass enrollment is, you're going to discover, we literally discover how fear has compromised your vision, stolen from you, stolen your money, because we all want our own money. Like, we want our money. Don't let fear keep your money because you scared to do something. But we also talk about like a specific fear. This is an action class. Like, we literally go through and handle your fear during the class. Literally, you are going to fire fear during the class. And then at the end of class, I tell you ways and steps that you can keep firing fear. Because the truth of the matter is, it ain't just one fear. Fear is not just one big thing. There's multiple fears, and you got to work on each one. Sometimes when you fire one fear, it fires and trickles down multiple, but sometimes that one fear is just that one fear, and you got to fire another fear in another area. So I show you how to handle all of that. Like, when you leave my class, you have the steps to be successful as long as you do them. And if you're in my class and you're doing it, you've already went through and seen that, hey, this is possible. This can be done, because I'm leaving class with a fear already taken out, literally. So I know that if I can do it this time, I can do it another time, I can do it another time, and I can do it again. That's what you get in this class. And this time, it's over $1,500 worth of value in the class. Like, you get one-on-one sessions, strategy sessions, you get templates, you get assignments, customized assignments, you get a lot of stuff. Go to firefear2.com to get the information on where. Oh, let me put, y'all, I didn't even know y'all was commenting. My bad. I told y'all the comments was not working. But again, you get all this information. And if you're ready, like legit, don't come over here talking about you ready and you ain't ready to put in action. I told y'all, this is an action class. So if you ready, there it go. Where it go? I do this every time. There it go. Enroll now. I got it. I made it easy for everybody. It used to be $1,500 worth of value, over $1,500. You're only going to pay this time $497, right? And if you like, I can't pay $497 right now, guess what? I split the payments up. You can pay 3 payments of $197 bi-weekly and keep it rolling. And if you have some questions, like legit, ask me. Don't allow fear to keep you from asking your questions. Don't allow fear to keep you locked in this transition of your business and you can't move beyond it. Trust me, I've been there. I literally sat in a business for 10 years because I was afraid to step beyond what people thought I could do. People allowed me to do one thing and they thought that that was the best of me. And I was afraid to tell them no, because I was afraid that if I said no to them, I wouldn't have any clients. I was afraid that if I turned down that money, I would be broke. Don't do like I did. I literally sat there for 10 years in this business doing stuff. None of the stuff is what the Lord told me to do at the beginning of my business, but it was just stuff I was good at because I'm a creative. That does not mean that that was for me to sit there, but I appreciate every year, every day that I sat in that business, because it taught me the skills and the tasks and the knowledge that I needed to teach y'all. I don't want anybody to sit in their business for 10 years because you allow fear to keep you complacent. That is not what the Lord has for you. That is not what's up, like, for real. So go ahead, okay? Because I'll talk all day about, honey, that experience. But y'all, enroll now. I'll see y'all later. Remember, you make your day how you want it to be. So choose to make it phenomenal. If you are here on the replay, hey y'all, just let me know that if you're have any questions, comments, anything to say, go ahead and drop it down or DM me. I know a lot of people be like, oh, I'm gonna ask her this, or text me, because my number is out there on the page. Text me. You could text me. I do respond. I know a lot of people always ask me or text me, hey, can you tell me a little bit more about the class? Hey, can you tell me, can you help me? Can you do this? And I'm telling you now, yes, I can help you if it comes with fear. Yes, you can enroll in the class. Yes, you can contact me and I can answer your question about the class. But most likely, I'll see you guys in the class, and have a phenomenal day. Oh, yeah. Side note, before I go, let me tell y'all what is coming up next week. So next week we do have a guest. It is Brandon McLean. No, sorry, McLean. We had this whole conversation. All right, so he's coming next week. He's going to be talking to us about youth, our Black men, our Black youth, and what we need to do for them, and how he's taken steps to actually help our Black youth. It's going to be amazing. Same time, same place, and my organization that I am a part of is called where's my thing? There it goes. The National Hookup of Black Women. And it's a national organization, so look us up. It's just lots of Black women coming together to help to get us, our environment, our company, our culture, our community in a better place. And right now we are doing a Laps for Literacy drive. We usually do it. This is my first year, y'all, with this organization, so I'm excited. But they usually do it with like literally laps, like walking. But of course, because of COVID and all that good stuff, we are doing a virtual Laps for Literacy. It is going to be on September the 12th. But guess what? Because it's virtual, that's even better because everybody can join, right? Everybody can help us. And so we're doing a book giveaway. I can let you guys know if you contact me. I had a few people inbox me, and I have your messages. I've seen it. I answered some of you guys, and others I will answer you. So if you're seeing it like I've been inboxing you, you ain't give a message, I will answer you. I'm just trying to get the information on exactly where and when we would like you guys to drop off the books. And if you have, you're saying, hey, I don't have any books that I want to send, but I would like to send a donation so that you guys can purchase some books and stuff like that. Hey, we got a Cash App. So the Cash App is NHBWHSV, like National Hookup of Black Women. HSV is Huntsville, AL Alabama. I'll put it in the comments, or you can go to my page and see it. But y'all, donate so these babies can have some books to read. It's not right for us not to have books for our children, because books is literally how we learn and get just a place away from what's going on. People get lost in books. I know I do. And so help me to help these babies get some books, right? And donate and bring some books. I got some books, some children's books. I don't want to give them away, but I think I am going to donate them because I don't even have no children. But y'all know I used to be a teacher, so I love books. But yeah. All right. So I'll see you back here on Friday for the ones who are coming to, well, everybody coming to Behind the Highlight Reels to see Brandon McLean. I will see the ones who are ready to enroll, ready to take action, and ready to change their life in the Fire Fear 2 Masterclass. And then I'll see you guys in my inbox when y'all talk to me about how to donate and the books and money for Latch for Literacy. And if you donate, for real, let me know, because I have a prize for the ones that I know are donating because they seen my stuff. So if you're donating because you were referred by me, let me know, because I have a prize for y'all. All right. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.